So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again with the second of 3 uploads today on this channel. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not. Make sure you're sticking a like on the video as well. Would appreciate that. That always helps. And big up to everybody who's watched the last video about Gendouzi. If you haven't watched that video, go and do so straight after this one. And make sure, if you want to get involved in this Instagram giveaway, you have literally got until the end of this week to follow me on Instagram. Everybody who's followed me by the end of this week will be involved. So it's a lottery after that. I will be back again at 9 o'clock tonight, not 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that as well. But this time we're going to speak about Ben White. I'm going to come to him in a minute. But as I record this video, the breaking news, breaking news at the Banter Club. Eddie Nketiah has rejected a new contract and wants to leave the football club, which I just find hilarious. It's like, we begged the kid to stay. We're begging to offer a new deal to him. He hasn't signed that contract and he wants to leave. And listen, I don't blame him if I'm honest. He ain't good enough to play for Arsenal. He ain't good enough to get in the team over Aubameyang or Lacazette. Let's be honest, I'm not Lacazette's biggest fan, but Lacazette's miles better than Eddie Nketiah. And he's looking for suitors. Apparently Leverkusen are all over him like a rash. So we shall see what happens with that one. But listen, he should have gone to West Ham in January. We had a £20 million bid on the table for him from West Ham. And we decided, no, we're not going to get rid of him because we're the Banter Club. So it'll be interesting to see what clubs are interested other than Leverkusen, because I'm sure there'll be a few Premier League teams sniffing around. There'll be a few Championship teams sniffing around. And let's be honest, he shouldn't have been begged to come back from his loan from Leeds United. And this manager, again, has mismanaged that situation. People can bang on and say, oh, but it was Edu. Edu should have sold him and this and that. Listen, if anyone thinks that Arteta doesn't get a say in what goes on at this football club, then give your head a wobble, because he will obviously be having conversations with Arteta. And they'll be deciding the clear plan going forward. And Eddie Nketiah was part of that clear plan. So he got a load of games. He then got dropped. He then got put back in the under-23s. He then got back on the bench. And it was just ridiculous. So listen, hopefully we do get rid of him. We're not going to get 20 million quid for him. He ain't worth that. We should have took the money and run. But the Banter Club don't do it easy. But leave your thoughts on Eddie in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Eddie Nketiah. How much do you think he's worth? That'd be hilarious to read some of the comments on that one. I'm going to say about £9 to £10 million. He ain't worth, and that's pushing it. If I'm honest, I don't think he's even worth that. But it is English tax, and he is a Premier League footballer at the moment. So yeah, let me know the thoughts and comments on that in the comment section. But Ben White, Arsenal are going back in with a third bid for Ben White. They are all in. Chips are in. We're going all in, baby. We want Ben White. Man City are flexing their muscle. Chelsea are involved. It's getting a bit mad, if I'm honest. This has just dragged on and on and on. It's getting boring. Either sign him or bin him. It's as simple as that. It's just, I've got a feeling this is going to drag on for another good few weeks yet as well. And let's not forget here, we are back in pre-season training this week. I'm not sure what day that is. Anyone who knows, leave that in the comment section as well. But Arsenal are back in pre-season training this week. And Mikel Arteta has always said, oh, I need a pre-season. I need to get all the lads together for pre-season. Well, we've only got one player at the Euros, and that's Bukayo Saka. So I don't know why, number one, we haven't sold anyone, because they're not at the Euros, so that's not an excuse. And number two, you're not going to have a pre-season, are you, with the new signings? Because guess what? Oh, yeah, we ain't signed anyone. So what have we been doing for nearly a month since the transfer window opened? What have we been doing since February, since the last transfer window shut, to this one? I don't get it. Surely this would have been conversations they'd be having about the summer window. Mikel Arteta and Edu, Vinay, anyone else who's involved, Richard Garlick, now he's on board as well. Surely these people have had conversations and said, like, well, there's a Euros coming up, Mikel. You want them all in pre-season, and we'll see what we can do for you. And he would have been desperate to get him in pre-season. He keeps banging on about it, but it don't look like we're going to sign anyone before the end of this week. Maybe Nuno Tavares, It'll probably be the only one. But listen, Ben White, 50 million is a lot of money. And I've said this on multiple videos that I've done. I genuinely think Ben White will be our biggest signing of the summer. And that's kind of worrying because we've allowed David Luiz to go, which I think is a good thing. He was out of contract. We're allowing William Saliba to join Marseille. There is no obligation or option to buy on that either. So that was fake news. And that puts us 2 centre-backs down. We've then got Marie, Gabriel, Holding, Chambers. I think one of them two of Holding and Chambers will go. If they don't, then they're not going to get much game time if we sign Ben White. So 50 million quid, though, that is a serious chunk of money for this football club to be spending on a player in a position where we're not, I wouldn't say we're terrible defensively because we're not, but we are banter and it is painful to watch at times. I think our biggest priority should be midfield. And if we're going to go and do 50 million quid on a player, Ben White would be nowhere near the top of anyone's list. Let's be honest here. You know, Ben White is now the flavour of the month. You know, all the stories are coming out. Oh, Man City won him. Oh, Chelsea won him. Arsenal. Oh, Everton won him. Everton have outbid Arsenal. You know, let's be honest here. If we really want him, we're going to sign him. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea and City want him. Everton clearly do. They've made an official bid, which was bigger than ours. He's agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Brighton are open to sell him. They just want the right fee for him. And I think the right fee is 50 million, according to them. So 50 million plus maybe 5 in add-ons, that is a serious amount of money, man. 55 million pounds. Why don't we just go and put that towards buying Jack Grealish or Maddison or someone like that, you know, and then keep Saliba. And then you've improved your defence anyway because you've now got a player that's already on the books but never played. And he's going to replace, say, David Luiz, his position. And then you've spent that 55 million more wisely because you've then gone and brought a player that can turn it on just like that, whether that be Maddison or Grealish. I prefer Grealish. I think most of us would. But at the end of the day, we're not getting him. Maddison, on the other hand, I think he's gettable. I think he's out of favour at Leicester. I don't think he gets on very well with Brendan Rodgers. He's open to a move. And he ain't going to cost Grealish money. I think that is a doable deal. So why not put Saliba back in and then go and do that money on Maddison? It just makes no sense to me. But this football club makes no sense to me most of the time. But Ben White is the #1 target by the looks of it. And we're not stopping until we get him. You know, there's a lot of stories doing the rounds that it is 50 million plus add-ons. Well, we're not a million miles away from that. So if we want him, we're going to get him. I think, like I said, I don't think the other clubs other than Everton want him. And I think if it's a choice between Arsenal and Everton, no disrespect to them, because they're a decent football club, he's coming to us. It's literally just down the M23. He don't have to relocate to Liverpool. He can come and drive to work every day and drive back. So I don't know, man. I'm just flabbergasted, dumbfounded, and any other words you want to use. It is a bit of a madness that we are about to spend 50 odd million quid on Ben White, who would have been on nobody's shopping list within the Arsenal fan base. Nobody, I have not seen anybody during the season hype up this lad. But then we get linked to him, and now he's the best thing since sliced bread. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But listen, fingers crossed he comes in. Hopefully he does well. And we will sit here and say, what a great signing. He looks everything like a £50 million player. Whether that's the case or not with a banter midfield remains to be seen. But listen, big up to all of you that watch these videos. I do appreciate it. Smash the likes up. Make sure you're subscribed. Circulate the videos around as well. I can see who's doing them, so I do appreciate that as well. Well, I can't see who's doing them. I can see how many are doing them. And you lot are mad with the shares, so thank you very much. And make sure you follow my Insta, LeeGunner82. You've got until Sunday, and then I'll announce what the giveaway is. And all have a wonderful evening. Arteta out. Southgate out.